Welcome, my name is Ashe, and you're watching Bodacious TV, where you prosper and thrive beyond the edge of boldness. And today we're talking about boldness. We're talking about living in the midst of your boldness. I know sometimes we make a decision and a choice to live by the inner compass of our spirit. We often find ourselves by ourselves without the support of family and friends. We find ourselves sometimes in the midst of the wilderness with no one around us. And I want to let you know it's all right. It's all right if you're fearful. It's all right if your faith is feeling a little shaky. It's all right if you're even questioning your sanity, saying, what am I doing? How did I even get here? I'm letting you know that means you're right on time and you're right on point. See, boldness is not about being without fear. Boldness doesn't mean that you don't sometimes question your strength and you feel weak. Boldness doesn't mean that sometimes you don't curl in a ball and you cry sometimes, questioning and wondering, did I make the right decision? Am I going in the right direction? God, you called me, but it doesn't seem clear. See, boldness has nothing to do with any of those things. Boldness means that you simply said yes to the call of your spirit. Boldness means that you're willing to live beyond even your expectations and imaginations. One of my favorite quotes is by Howard Thurman, and he talks about courage in such a beautiful way. I have to share it with you. And he says, courage is not a manifestation of strength and power. Did you hear what I said? Let me read it again. Courage is not a blustering manifestation of strength and power. Sometimes courage is only revealed in the midst of great weakness and greater fear. It is often the ultimate rallying of resources and personality to face a crucial and devastating demand. Such courage is an underground river flowing far beneath the shifting events of one's experience. See, courage, it doesn't have a trumpet to announce its presence, nor does it have crowds to applaud it. It is best seen in the lives of men and women who do their work from day to day. It is the patient waiting of the humble one whose integrity keeps his spirit sweet and his heart strong. That's courage and that's boldness. And so if you're feeling anything other than what you think you're supposed to feel, I'm telling you, it's all right. I have something what I call my touchstone. This is my touchstone, and it is a cuff I had created with a scripture on here that reminds me of who and what I am. Because you know what? There are times when even I forget. There are times when I'm like, okay, God, you asked me to do what? How am I supposed to do that? There are times when I'm doubtful and the external, the circumstances and the conditions don't seem to line up with what I feel is supposed to be happening. There are times when my inward is not perfectly being reflected in the outward of my experience. But then I get real clear. I said, well, hold up, wait a minute. And I go to my touchstone. And on this touchstone is one of my favorite scriptures. And it says, before I formed thee in the womb, and before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified you and I ordained you. Do you hear that? So before you were even in the womb, let alone coming out of the womb, you already are appointed, you already are uplifted, you are already perfected, you are already complete. There's nothing you need to do because before you came, God already had it done. So, this is my touchstone. I want to ask you, when you're in the midst of fear or doubt or worry or any of those things, or you're feeling like folks are not understanding you, you know what you feel right here, but folks don't seem to be connecting, get yourself a touchstone. What is your touchstone? Whether it's a rock, a piece of jewelry, a piece of cloth, a photo, a picture, find your touchstone that's going to bring you right back here to center, to the core of your truth, to the element of your essence, to the pearl of your gem. So this week, I'm inviting you, go and find your touchstone. And then meet me down below, of course, in the comment section. I want to know, what do you use when you're in the midst of something? What tool do you use? What touchstone do you have that brings you right back to the core of your being and your element? I look forward to talking with you below. And of course, if you like this video, please subscribe and share it with a friend. And if you want to know about more stuff that's going on and more things that I'm doing that I'm not sharing here on this TV, come on over to IamBodacious.com and sign up and get on the email list. I'll see you next week. Take care.